Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another live stream. I am super excited to be coming to you guys with this video today, or with this live stream today. I haven't live streamed in such a long time, or it feels like such a long time. And I'm very excited because today I'm making my vision board for 2022. And if you guys know me, then you know that I'm such a planner. I love feeling like I have my life together, even though usually it feels like my life is always falling apart. But I'm very excited today. I have all of my stuff set up, which I'll show you guys in a few minutes. I have a couple of chairs on this side that's also holding all of my stuff. We've got some music going. I have a candle that's lit, or that I'm about to light. And we're about to get this show on the road. I actually have a few different tripods here. I have one over here and then one back here that I'm gonna move you guys to once I start working on the vision board so you can see what I'm actively working on. But I'm very excited today. I'm excited and I'm nervous because, I don't know, I feel like this is a different kind of video. Most of the other study with me live streams that I've done with you guys, I've just mostly been kind of like sitting, doing work and not interacting with you guys as much. And today feels like it'll be a bit more interaction heavy, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited to talk to you guys and chat with you guys. And I'm also very excited to get this vision board together because I have not had a vision board for the past 2 years. I haven't had a vision board in 2020, didn't have one in 2021. It just didn't feel like I was in the space to make them. And I feel like those 2 years just kind of felt like one long year clumped together. And my life had never felt more out of balance. And so this year I'm definitely much more excited to kind of like have a vision board for myself to use kind of like as an anchor and as like a direction point to know at least visually and mentally that like there are goals that I'm aiming for, and there are things that I want to achieve, and to be able to see those things visually every day and have it posted in front of my workspace is definitely going to be a game changer. Of course, I'm not going to be, making goals that are like completely unreachable or unattainable, and I'm not going to be trying to change myself and my life overnight because I do know and like who I am. But the point of the vision board, at least for me, is to be able to have like a visual reminder every day to see the things that I want to work towards, the things that get me excited, the things that makes me feel most happy and most balanced in life. And so that's really what my vision board is all about. And so if you've never made a vision board before, and this is your first time, I can't tell you how exciting this is. If you are a creative person and you like to create things with your hands, and you like glue and you like pictures and you just like colors and like making things, and you're just a creative person, even if you're not a creative person, this is totally for you. I have some stickers. I will show you guys here in a minute. I have stickers, markers, colored pencils. I also have a ton of printouts that I'm going to be adding to my vision board. I have glue, scissors, whiteout, pens and pencils, everything. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my goals for this year, and how I'm transferring that into visual cues that I can visibly see onto my vision board. Hi, life goals. What's up? Welcome back. It's so good to see you. So yeah, today we're making a vision board, and I hope that you guys are ready and excited for this video. I'm definitely going to be setting kind of like a mood, and I'll be lighting a candle, playing some background music. This to me kind of feels like a beautiful reset routine that we all should have at the beginning of our year, because I feel like it's good, even though time is kind of an illusion and it just continues. There's really no definitive marker that says time stops and starts here and then a new period starts there. But I do believe that it's good to kind of have a demarcation point to know, at least if you have certain goals, that you have a certain timeline that you can work with yourself. And so this is what this feels like to me. It kind of feels like mourning everything that it did not accomplish, or everything bad that happened in the past couple of years, and letting go of that so that I can kind of open a new chapter and start fresh for this new year. So we're going to start playing some music. I just lit my candle right here. I have some water back there. One of my goals this year is to drink more water, and so that's what's going on here. If you see me jugging this, that's what's going on. I have some snacks, a cup of coffee back here, and then music playing over there. Lighting's over here, and I'm gonna move you guys to this tripod that I have right back here so you can see sort of what I have going on. And before we get that going, I'll just flip this around and show you. Right here I have my candle. It's pretty unsafe because there's a lot of paper here. And then I have all of the tools that I'm going to be needing for today's live stream. Sorry, this is a bit shaky, but I have colored pencils back here, some markers, glue, scissors, some of the printouts. I have a lot more stickers that I'm going to be using in whiteout. And then over here, I have more of the printouts, some of the pencils and pens I need, and my bullet journal that I'm going to be using. So that's pretty much it. I will be putting you guys on this tripod so that you can more visibly see what the vision board is going to be looking like as I work on it. And then we'll get to work. I'm very excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. All right. So basically to begin, I'm just choosing some of the colors that I'm going to prioritize on my vision board this year. You'll definitely see a lot of pink, kind of like rose gold pinks and I'm just choosing some of the blues and the pinks and the browns that I want to see more of on my vision board. And I'm definitely not going to be drawing a lot, but I will be using these colors, and so I'm just choosing them out so I can get that part out of the way. And then, as I mentioned earlier, these are some of the printouts that I've made. I used Pinterest mostly. Let me show you on here. Hopefully you guys can see this. But mostly I used my Pinterest, and I created a vision board 2022. And I put in all of the images that I wanted to see and that I want to manifest for this year. And a lot of them focus on health, personal growth, growth on media, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, healthy eating, treating my body, taking care of myself mentally, physically, going to the gym, etc. And basically leisure time. I also wanted to focus a lot more on purposely and more intentionally planning leisure, and so you'll see a lot of relaxing, a lot of spas, some hiking, and all of that. So these are mostly the things that I want to focus on this year. You'll also see some things focusing on health and hair growth, etc. So these are some of the things that I made that I added to my vision board in Pinterest, and then I printed all of them out, and off camera I cut up some of them into the shapes that I wanted. So let's move you guys over here so I can show you the final product. Here we go. Right. How was that for you guys? How was this little session? I'm monitoring the chat right here, so if you want to type something, want to let me know how it went, definitely go ahead and do so. I'm gonna grab some water because I'm thirsty. Okay, so I thought that that went very well. How long did it take us? Around 2 hours? I think that went very well. This is what it's looking like so far. It's really big and it seems like it's a lot, but honestly, all of it makes so much sense to me. So I'm gonna start going through my goals that I had made for this year and how I came up with exactly what I wanted to be on my vision board, and maybe that can help you too. If you are just now hopping into the live stream, if you've never made a vision board before, if this is your first time making a vision board, maybe my processing as to how I arrived at this specific vision board will kind of like help you figure out what it is you want to do with your vision board. So let me turn down the music. So some of the main things that I wanted to focus on specifically this year, some of my bigger kind of like spherical goals, I don't even know if that's like a thing, but the first one definitely was fitness and health. And in terms of fitness, I mean like mental health, physical health, just overall body, mind, soul health. The second thing was kind of like academic, even though that's kind of like in the back of my head, because obviously I'm a student. Well, maybe you don't know if you're new to my channel. I'm a student, I'm a college student, and kind of like school is a thing that I have to do. So it's not really as much of a thing on my vision board because I feel like it's such like a big part of my life that even if I don't want to focus on it, I'm gonna have to focus on it. So I didn't focus that much on putting academic related stuff on my vision board. The third main goal was focused on like financial goals, and then the other one was focused on leisure, and then YouTube. And each of those things are not just YouTube, but YouTube and media specifically. And all of those things are kind of like broken down into smaller goals, and then I break them down into things that I can do monthly, daily, to kind of like achieve those goals. And I also give myself kind of like deadlines and due dates for when to check in with myself to know whether or not I'm on track in advancing towards these goals. And each of these things I found and continue to find pictures on Pinterest, online, that I print and put on my vision board to kind of like anchor me and kind of like lead me in the direction that I need to go to make sure that I'm staying on track when it comes to achieving those goals. So my fitness and health goals, you'll see on my vision board that for fitness and health, I'm gonna turn this way so that this makes more sense. Fitness and health kind of is this portion of my vision board. Most of my vision board kind of like bleeds together and forms one main thing, obviously, because it's on one piece of paper. But most of my fitness and health goals are focused on this area. Over here, I have some meal prepping that I want to focus on. I have some avocado toast. I love avocado toast. I have salmon, tomatoes, etc. So basically like meals and like food that I want to focus on that's going to help nourish my body to stay on track for the goals that I want to kind of like reach and attain. Up here I have a reminder, dear body, I love you, because I honestly really seriously do love my body. I feel like everyone should love their bodies because like our bodies do so much for us, keeps us alive, literally heals us whenever we're sick. And I was recently, anyway, I don't know if I should be telling you guys all of this, but the point is our bodies are amazing and we should all literally love our bodies. And then over here I also have some pictures of like some of like, these aren't like actual images of like me, and they're not images of either like exactly how I want my body to look, because I'm not really trying to focus on like an exact like way that I want my body to look. I more so want to focus on basically getting myself into a routine, getting myself into a practice that I know I can keep up with, not just for like a month or two, but for like the rest of my life, to know that I'm like keeping myself on track to continuously have good health. Over here, I have a picture of a couple who's basically out in nature, who's hiking. One of my goals is to do at least 30 miles of, trails and hiking, 30 to 50 miles of trails and hiking throughout the entire year. So by 2023, I need to have that done. And one of the ways that I'm implementing that into my life is by basically sharing those goals with my partner, sharing that goal with my boyfriend, and making sure that like I have hiking shoes. And on my weekly schedules, I have specific weeks and specific blocks where I include go on an hour or 2 hour hike with my boyfriend or with a friend or with somebody. That way I know that as the year progresses, I'm like actively working on that goal. And that's why I have that picture right here of that couple basically hiking. And on my health and fitness goals, I also have like specific, like I break it down into specific daily and weekly activities that I can do specifically in the gym. And I break it down into where I'm gonna do those activities, when I'm gonna do them, and how I'm gonna do them. And that's basically what these two are focusing on. I also want to focus on my skin, because one of my biggest goals is also to achieve clear skin. So I have those two reminders right here. My skin gives me confidence, and the best foundation you can wear is healthy, glowing skin. And I'm really trying to focus on gratitude this year. So yes, my skin is not perfectly clear right now, but just yesterday I was looking at a couple of pictures that I took about a year ago, and I just saw the improvement in my skin over the last year, and it really just made me feel grateful and made me feel happy. And if you haven't checked out any of my skincare videos or skincare routines that I have on my channel, definitely go ahead and do so. I'm actually also going to be posting another skincare related video in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I also want to grow my hair back out again. I am literally just so crazy when it comes to my hair. I cut it, I grow it, I cut it again, I grow it, whatever. But I'm trying to grow it out, but mostly I want to focus on like healthy hair. So that's why I have this gorgeous afro picture right there. I want to grow my hair back to that length again. So another one of my goals this year is basically to focus on more leisure, because I am so good, not necessarily good, I am so bad at stretching myself, but never really giving myself the time, or never really giving myself like a productive amount of time to recover. And by productive, I mean like not just like sitting in front of the TV and watching my favorite show. Yes, that's recovering, and yes, that's rest, and it's a break. But by leisure this time, I want it to be like specific and like things that I like intentionally plan and look forward to throughout the year. So how I'm doing this and how I'm putting this on my vision board is basically planning like specific breaks when I know that like I have breaks in my academic calendar, or when I have breaks from work. So I'm putting those dates on my calendar, putting those things on my vision board so that I can know mentally that between, say for example, January 10th and March 2022, I'm gonna be focusing on work. It's gonna be work, and of course I'm gonna take like weekly breaks and take care of myself. That's why we have this little spa night slash bathtub set up right there. I've been doing a bit of that, and that's really been relaxing and helping me. But by taking or by scheduling specific things like specific trips or specific vacations, or just like a trip to the beach during spring break, or like a solo trip somewhere, I know mentally that I'm working towards something, and like that's gonna keep me focused, and that's what I'm definitely working towards. So I have this picture here of this woman on vacation. She's kind of like on a boat looking out at the beach, and then I have this picture here of another woman who's just basically chilling on her bed. And then this one who's just chilling, obviously on vacation. So those are the things that I kind of like want my mind to be like looking towards and kind of like focusing on in terms of leisure and in terms of vacation. And also another thing that I wanted to focus on in terms of leisure is how I can help, basically help myself stay on track by focusing on this leisure time, because this leisure time is also when I'm gonna use as like a time to check in with myself. And each of those dates are kind of like scheduled between like 30 to 90 days of work. So between the 30 to 90 days of work, when I do get this time that's specifically focused on leisure, I have a list of questions and a list of basically like methods for how I'm gonna check in with myself to make sure that I'm working towards these goals that are up here, and then I'm working towards these goals and these goals that are up here as well, and some of the goals that aren't even on my vision board. So that is what my leisure time is focused on. The next thing that is kind of like big for me this year, I really want to focus on my financial prosperity, I guess you can call it. Being a college student, it's definitely really hard to have kind of like steady income and to be able to control it in the way that I want to be able to have kind of like a control over my financial stability. And so in my goals specifically, I have investment goals that I set for myself. I have saving goals that I set for myself. I also have goals that include kind of like financial literacy that I want to increase my financial literacy in how I understand money and how I understand where to invest my money and how to properly save my money. And so that's kind of like what all of these are for. And I just have basic reminders about how my actions create prosperity. I attract money and prosperity with ease. My bank account grows. I'm a money magnet, etc. And of course, I have some pictures of a lot of cash because we want money and we want prosperity because, you know, money does not buy happiness. Maybe it does. I don't know yet. But, you know, we just want to make sure that we have enough to support ourselves and support our families and that kind of stuff. So that is that. And the other main thing that I focused on my vision board is YouTube and media. I specifically want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. Like, I know this is going to happen, and that's why that's mostly here. I want to increase my traffic, and I want to also grow my following on Instagram. And I've had basically my plan, which is on my kind of like my goals that I've set out for myself for this year. I've mapped out basically specific ways in timely, I don't even know how to say this to make it make sense. But basically I've created timelines that are going, timelines with specific plans that I'm going to follow that's going to lead to these results. So I guess the point that I'm trying to drive home, especially if you're not somebody who believes in vision boards, like a vision board is not about kind of like taking a bunch of pictures that you really like, that you really love. Yes, that is a part of it, but it's not just about taking a bunch of pictures, throwing them somewhere that you're always gonna see them, and then just like sitting back and waiting for everything to happen. Like obviously you have to put the work in for those goals to be realized, but a vision board is more so about anchoring yourself into a specific practice while also giving yourself specific timelines and specific goals that are measurable, that are achievable, that you can work towards. And by basically breaking each of those goals down, like for example, one of my goals is to grow my YouTube channel and to increase traffic. Then one of the things that I know that I'm going to be doing monthly is at least doing study with me live streams, which I know they're achievable because I've been doing them for the past couple of months. And I know that it's measurable because I can say that based on my school, my work, my personal life schedule, if I do live streams every Saturday to study with me, I'm going to be getting homework done, which basically helps me to focus on my academic goals. And I'm going to be increasing traffic, which is going to lead to the subscribers that I want. And then in those times, I'm also going to be making other videos for my Instagram, reels and shorts and all of those things that's going to lead to the results that I'm trying to achieve. So yeah. And also over here, I have a little sticker that says, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. And that's basically also me just focusing on gratitude, which is another thing that I've wanted to focus on this year. I have another sticker that says mind over matter, basically reminding me to focus on my mental health because that is something that I do take very personally, and I think we all should. And I have a ton of stickers that basically tells me to just do the next best thing, to live boldly, because sometimes I do shy away from some things that I really want to do just because I feel afraid that other people are going to be like judging or like feeling like I've changed. But I need to remind myself that I need to remember that one, change is good, and I'm not really put on this earth to like please anybody but myself. And if the next best thing to do is something that's going to change me in a way that the people who have known me for my entire life kind of like feel like they're uncomfortable with my change, then that's their problem. It's not mine, because growth is good. And so I'm trying to give myself all kinds of cues and reminders that that's good. And I also have a note to myself which says, "Dear me, don't fall back into your old patterns just because they're familiar." Because honestly, what is familiar is comfortable, and nothing ever really grows in your comfort zone. And so that note is kind of to remind myself that just because it's uncomfortable and just because it's unfamiliar doesn't mean you should shy away from it. That just means that you should continue to lean in, because honestly, leaning into the fear is where the magic happens. And I've literally experienced that in my life over and over and over again. So that's just a reminder. And this is my vision board, guys. I'm in love with it. I'm going to post it right up here, actually, which is right in front of my workstation. And I see this literally every day because I'm always sitting here doing work. And even if I'm on my bed back there, I'm always going to see it. If I'm over there on my couch, I'm always going to see it. So I'm putting it somewhere that my focus will literally always be on it. Even like if I'm not consciously focusing on it, it's always going to be in my line of vision. So I'm always going to see it. I'm so excited. I think this was so productive and so fun. I'm definitely going to go back over with some more color to kind of like outline this balance, because I definitely know that balance is one of the main things that I want to focus on this year. So yeah, that's literally pretty much it. I might also get a frame to frame it and put it on the wall. Yeah, hopefully this was productive. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun. I had so much fun doing this. This is so much fun. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy with it. Hopefully yours turned out well. And if you guys want to share your vision boards with me, I'm going to type in the chat my Instagram handle. I'm going to be posting this on my Instagram. So if you guys want to share your vision boards with me, then definitely go ahead and follow me on Instagram and share your vision boards. I want to see what your end results look like. And I'll repost them on my stories. Just snap a picture, send them to me, show me what your vision board looks like, and I'll definitely post them on my story, or post yours on your story and tag me. There we go, that's better. Tag me in your stories and I'll repost them on my Instagram. So my handle is @AnnLoriJoseph. Aw, thank you so much. I'm really proud of how it turned out. Hopefully you guys are just as in love with yours as I am with mine. If this would type, I would be very happy. There we go. @AnnLoriJoseph. Definitely go ahead and tag me, and yeah, I'll repost them on my stories because I really want to see how yours turned out. And after I framed mine and posted it on my wall, I'm also going to be snapping some pictures to put on my Instagram. So definitely make sure that you follow me so you can see the updates. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I feel so blessed and so grateful that you have allowed me to be a part of your visioning for 2022. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys had a great time. I had an amazing time. And I'll see you guys in the next video or in the next live stream. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Help me to reach my goal this year of 1,000 subscribers. I'm literally almost halfway there, which is insane. Insane to me. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for letting me be part of your journey. Thanks again for joining me in my little corner of the internet. And I'll see you guys next time. Mwah. Happy New Year.